Alright, so welcome to this live stream. Thank you for coming to this live stream. And today I'm just going to continue on this app. Let me zoom in. Right, so now you can see that we are done with the buttons interaction. So if you were to go down, then you just click, you see it interacts as such, which is what we wanted, which is what I wanted. Yep. Now let's go to Figma. And then you could see that if you were to get it correct, then you will have the correct answer highlighted. If you get it wrong, then you have this question highlighted as well. Like this, you're chosen, but it's not correct. So I guess that's what we're going to do. And then we have on top saying you're close getting it right, something like that, right? All right, so let's go. Yeah, I should probably create a landing page for this. So if you guys have any questions, hi guys. Welcome to the live stream. To my best of my abilities. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm going to like just create this thing. Alright, so you will like click on submit. So if I were to go to like debug console, I think maybe zoom in one more time, I guess. I have no idea. Yeah. Then if you were to clear the debug console and you were to submit, right, you see that the first answer is true, null, the others will be null as well. Okay, something simple, I would say. Now if I were to submit it, right, then this thing will change and say at the top like, oh, you did not put in a correct answer. Yeah, so that means for any question there will be an answer. Yeah, so I have to think about it. So that means I need to create a question object to see whether the question that you have submitted is correct or something like that. Yeah, so let me just do that in my model. So you got answer.dart, which is very simple. You have like QuestionNotifier. Should I put like question? Notifier is the state management. So that means I need a new file that's called question.dart and enter. And then let's put in a class and let's create another class called question. Right. So the question, let me just zoom out a bit so I can see. So you got question notifier, you got question.dart for the model. So the question will probably have a question, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I mean a question has its own text, which is this thing. So we can create a new field called text, I guess. Text, yeah. Always go like when you create what do you call this? When you create an object, I will always use final because hello code with me, sir. Thank you for joining in this I almost said podcast, but thank you for joining in this live stream. So as you guys can see, I'm still working on this Learn Flutter app, and yeah, I think this is like a side project for me. Sure, you can ask me a question. Like, this is the only time you buy my course, join my Discord, or in this live stream you can ask me any questions. Then it depends on my mood whether I want to answer. Kidding, but yeah, you just help me ask. Yeah, I mean, you can ask. Okay, so anyway, I was saying that for the object, right, Yeah, always put in final because it's immutable, meaning that if you were to have data in your app, you don't want to have like unexpected side effects, meaning that if you were to have a question that says like, for example, right, hello, my name is, Haris, and then you don't want to later down in your, for example, settings page, right, you will have hello, my name is Haris, so that, and the user did not change the name, so that's why having final really helps. How can I fetch location in the background continually? Fetch location in the background continually. Okay, so for fetching location, right? First of all, why do you need it? Second of all, is that if you were to build for iOS, right, they will then have a window that says, should you allow this app to track your location? That kind of thing. But I think Flutter has its own, Flutter track location in background. How to fetch user location in background Flutter. So like for me, I don't have like a clear answer. What I've done so far is to actually get the IP address of someone when they log in into the app, and then we will assume the location of the user is the IP address, even though we might not take into account whether they use a proxy or not lah. So that is basically when it is inside the loading of the app. So when they open up the app, then it helps. Okay, so anyway, I'm first time reading this, how to fetch user location in the background, blah blah blah. So there is this geolocator thingy, which I think Android allows, but I think they will probably have some updates on whether they allow you to do that. So there is this geolocator thing. This plugin does not provide a way when the app is not in the foreground. Oh, okay. So we will have to find a way that in the background to run the same before, even when the app's idle. So you use this thing called Work Manager, right? So Flutter Work Manager is a wrapper around Android Work Manager and iOS. Perform fetch with completion handler. Right. So you can use a Work Manager, which is basically an instance of the object in your app to run something in the background. And then you can use geolocator to get your current GPS location, I would say. So you will initialize and then you will register periodic task. So you can fetch the background according to how much duration you want. Yeah, I think this is a little bit outdated. Ooh, it's 2020. Okay, this is not outdated, kind of. So yeah, okay. Limitation auto start. So I think basically, right, like, yeah, I would ask you, why do you want to have the person's location working in the background? Because that sounds very iffy. But I will share you with this link, definitely. Minimum frequency, it works most of the time. No, I want for Android, I use Work Manager. Yeah, wait, let me see. Android, ask location, pop up. I think request location images. Yeah, I think it's something like this when you access location thingy. Yeah, so 15 minutes. If not, how to run Flutter in background? How to run Flutter in the background? Work Manager. If not, you probably have to create like a either a stateful widget that will run a periodic kind of like object. So there is this thing called Flutter periodic, is it, where it will continuously run. So this is a new repeating timer. So you create a stateful widget, and then you can always call this locator, the geolocator, and then yeah, I think that's about it. If you really want, like, yeah, like the location of the person, because I think if you really like want to create another Google Maps, right? Maps, Flutter. I think it's a little bit hard because, yeah, Google Maps has its own like native code that's already working very well. So it really depends. I want to create location tracker. Yeah, I kind of knew that. So I've no idea. Location tracker, location tracker app. I'm more interested in this than like Flutter. Live location, Flutter Maps, implement real-time location updates on Google Maps, geolocator, Google Maps, live location. Firebase real-time. Yeah, so this person did it with, can I zoom in? Yeah, so most of the time you're using it on Google Maps. Should we use Alarm Manager package? No idea, man. No idea. Yeah, most of the time using Google Maps. Yeah. Yup. Yuppity yup. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of stateful widget to do that. So yeah, I don't really have the answer for you. But if you want to do a live tracker app for Flutter, either you have to learn native code and then try to implement it in natively in Android, whether it's in Java or what do you call that, Kotlin, and then put it on your own, and then after that use platform channel to talk to your API. Yeah, so using platform channel, because this is very specific. Like geolocator is something that yeah, you can use geolocator, the periodic, and then you can just do a stateful widget to fetch the current person location. Yeah, if you really want live tracking thing. Yeah, so hopefully that answers. Yeah, it's a little bit what do you call that? It's not in my wealth of knowledge on using live tracking. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that answers. If that doesn't answer, yeah, that's the best of my abilities. Okay, so getting back to this question thing, right? So you have your text, and then you have the list of answers as well. So I'm going to type in answer. Yep. And then I'm going to type in answers. No, options. It's too hard. No, I don't think it's too hard. It's just it's not in my wealth of expertise. Yeah, because I don't do live tracking. I only know like geolocator kind of thing. But if you want to do live, then probably you can do that. But you can do that in Flutter probably. But I've no experience in live tracking. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so just experiment and see how it goes. Most of the time, it probably there's a solution probably in Flutter and Dart, but it's just that you really have to see how it is. Yeah. And then if you are able to do it, post a Medium article, people will love you. Yeah, because for Flutter, there's a lot of use cases that we haven't have. What do you call this? We don't have proper or a straightforward way to deal with these use cases. For example, live tracking. Yeah, so that's why. Anywho, so that's why I think so about this. Okay, anyway, so I've created this question object, and it has a text, and then it has some options as well. And the thing is, I want it to be required. Yeah. So the required tag, right? The required tag is this what I call decorator? Is this really a decorator or not? Okay, these options. It's very helpful to use in your object creation, because when you create an object, for example, final question, go to and then you just put question, and if you press tab, right, you could see that they create the params for you. So without the required, right, let me just, okay, so I just remove this first. If I remove the add required, and then if I were to put question, right, okay, I don't know if it works. Yeah, so if it's optional and it's not required, right, then your optional parameters that is not created for you. So that's why I rather put required, because it works. Can you suggest me job opportunities in Flutter? The thing is, it's not about job opportunities. Okay, maybe in Flutter it is lah, but I would say it's more towards how you present yourself in the interview. Because you can have a lot of job opportunities, but if you don't, have good interviewing skills, then it's a little bit hard for you to get a job, I would say. Yeah. So in terms of getting jobs, right? Like for me, I do have like in the live stream that I had with Max Weber, the founder or the YouTube channel for Flutter Explain, we discussed about this topic actually, and basically what we kind of, what do you call that? What we actually talk about was this topic on how to find a job. And for me, I believe in proving your worth, meaning that you need to show people you can do, like for example what I'm doing right now. You can create an app, and then once people know that you can create an app, then it kind of makes sense to like, okay, so for example a recruiter will see like your YouTube channel by chance or whatever, right? And then they're like, okay, this guy is competent, so maybe I'll hire him or her as a developer. Because I believe like through the resume route, I mean, you definitely can do it, but if for me, I just like to go the way that is not the conventional way, I would say. So that's why I say like that. Yeah. So don't give up. I think the job opportunities out there for Flutter is increasing. But at the same time, you have to do, I can't give you the job, you have to do it on your own. So yeah, so I would recommend you to post your work on LinkedIn and whatever social media outlets you have out there, like Instagram and whatever, because the more you show your worth, the more people will regard you as someone who's competent in doing the work. Yeah, so like that's my way of doing things. Like I'll do it unconventionally, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least I did it, and you can definitely do both, meaning that you can just do the resume route where you just apply through the normal like job portals, or asking people whether they have connections in certain tech companies and whatnot. But in the end, it is still up to you, because you can fuck it up during the interview as well. Having an interview opportunity doesn't mean you will get a job. You still have to work for it. Yeah, so a lot of things you have to think about while you're doing this. Yeah, like especially finding a job. I was lucky. I think I'm lucky to find a Flutter job 2 years ago, because 2 years ago Flutter wasn't popular, and I was lucky that I have the opportunity to work as a developer using the Flutter framework. Yeah, so yeah, so no matter what, don't give up. Yeah, because I think I tried applying. I don't really apply for jobs. Yeah. So just show your work and make it beautiful, because people don't really understand code. People understand your end result more than your code, you know. Yeah, so always show your work. Anyway, other than that, one so I've already applied what I've already created. So the question object has a question text, and then it has a list of answers as well. Then I just import it inside this question screen. Then I can just do this. Doesn't matter whether you're a student. I wasn't a student. I dropped out from college or university, learned programming from a boot camp. Then I self-learned Flutter, and I still managed to get a job. So it doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't really care. Like from my experience, it's more towards proving your worth. You can be from the top university, but if you can't code, what's the point? You know? Yeah. Anyway, okay. So question.dart. You have this. If I were so I have the question and answer. So I want to like pop up the interactions. Oh my god, UI has its own challenges, you know, on how. Okay, I know. Okay, so once you choose a question and you click on the submit, right, then the question will be also like is completed, you know. So let's put a boolean, final bool, and then you just say is completed. So once it's completed, then the UI will change, kind of thing. Is completed and is correct. Is completed and is correct, you know. Is completed, is correct, is correct. Yep, I guess so. I don't know. Okay, this is completed, this is correct. Oh, I love the this is thingy. Okay, so this is completed, this is correct, options is required. Yep, this is what I want. So you have question and alright, so I think for question you need a question notifier. You need a question notifier. That means I need to listen to external data. That means I need to listen from my external data. Maybe next 2 year more options Flutter. I mean, don't think about the future, think about now. Yeah, for me, Flutter might die, you know, and then, you know, you might think, yeah, it's like saying having a degree you can get a job. Yeah, and then you look at the current situation now, like there's not a lot of jobs because of the unnatural or what's the opposite of natural? Unnatural cause of unnatural cause. So never really think about the future. For me, I don't really think about the future. I think about what I want to do in the future, but I don't think of opportunities to come to me, because for me, I create opportunities. Yeah, I create opportunities. I will find opportunities. You know, I don't know whether Flutter, if there's more jobs in Flutter or not in the future. Maybe people are just like, oh, Flutter is just something that might not be good. Yeah, so the companies just don't do that, you know. So you never know, you know. You can't always think of like, oh yeah, it might happen, but nah, I don't think so, you know. That's more yeah lah. I mean, I'm a little bit pessimistic, but I'm also optimistic as well. But yeah. Anyway, so what I've come up with is that, for example, let me just create another underscore question. Okay, cool. So I have question, right? So what I'm doing now is that basically I'm just like reenacting if I have external data from Firebase. So probably you will get this in a provider, And then if you want to use change notifier, but you are also listening to external data, then you have to do this proxy provider thing. Yeah, correct. Kind of. I don't know lah. Proxy provider requires 2, right? Oh, 0. Okay, cool. So now I'm left with updates, right? Okay, cool. So I'm left with updates. Why they don't auto create things? Oh, value. Okay. So change notifier proxy provider is pretty cool, where you can update stuff. Yep. So that's awesome. At the same time, this is context and value update. So this requires a question notifier, right? Okay. Can it? Okay, I'm confused. The value is not question notifier. Oh, it is actually. Kind of. No. This is correct. It's correct. Question notifier. So I'm not calling a new question notifier. What do you call this? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, what I'm trying to do is that for this whole segment of this challenge page, right, it's actually like a question. So the question will have these 2 boolean, is completed and is correct. So if it's completed, then we will not be able to click on stuff, right? So then it will be like a static thing. And then is correct, then we will know that, oh, it should render accordingly. So for example, if this is completed and is correct, then should I even is completed is correct, true and false, can yeah lah. So is completed will be true, so this will be like, yeah, this sorry, so then it will render like this if it's wrong. If it's correct, then it will render like this. So this actually will be called in the Firebase as well. Yeah, so like the question will probably be created from Firebase, and then we will call it, and then after that it will be like a temporary object. So you will have the question, and then like, oh, the is completed will be false, is correct will be false, no, null, I would say null. And then after that, once it's completed and such, then yeah, you will get it correct. Yes. Okay, so with that said, you probably need something to store the what is already happened here. Okay, so what I need is I need an update method inside my question notifier. Anyway, like for this stream, right, I'm thinking for this stream to not be at like 6 p.m. where I am. I want it to be like earlier, so that I will have more mood to talk to you guys about stuff, you know. And yeah, like for now 6 p.m. is like I want to do stuff that I don't want to do. So the mood of like trying to do a live stream at 6 p.m. is not exactly great. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna do it like maybe 1 p.m. Yeah, that's an update. But yeah, and this like Learn Flutter will be released, don't worry. It will be released in Android, and you guys probably will know how I create it lah. So I'm just like creating this and seeing how it goes. Yeah. Okay, anyway, back to the topic here. So I need to go to the question notifier. So I have update answer. It's correct. Yeah. Question notifier. Okay, then I'll probably have to create a. Yeah, I probably don't have this boolean is answer correct. Okay, anyway, so I need a question object, which is very fitting for the question notifier, and this will be current question, right? And then we will have void, which is update lah. Update, basically having Update answer. Should I have one update? Or should I put a setter method? I think I should put a setter method. Yeah. Update. I think I should update or initialize. Okay. Instead of update, I will put initialize, and then it will update with a question, and then question, and then current question will be the question that you passed in. So what I'm doing, what I did, what I've done, what I've done, what I did, what I've done. Question. So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating a method called initialize, so that it will temporarily store the Firebase value of the current question, and then we can manipulate it inside our change notifier, so that it doesn't have to be updated inside our question Firebase. You could say like that. Okay, so we have the question. So like for example, like having these options will be updating this question notifier here lah. Okay, anyway, so with that said, we can initialize. So like for change notifier proxy provider, it's very helpful if you were to implement it with Firebase. Okay, then after that you can do this initialize question. Oh, okay, correct. Yes. Yeah, I think in the next stream I'll probably have a Firebase implemented inside this app, because if I were to do it live, you guys will probably hack into it. So no. Anyway, so I have like current question that I can do, and then I probably can set or update. I don't know. Current question, update answer. Okay, you can update the answer. Update the answer. Yeah, I guess so. Then is answer correct? And then after that, you can set stuff, I guess. Yeah, I guess you can set the. So how do you do a setter method? I have no idea. So set, I think you do this as well. Then you say answer. No. Current question answer is correct. Is, and then yes. Is that positional? Right. So is correct is a Boolean, so I just do Boolean, and then is correct. I have no idea. Then after that, I don't think I need this, right? How many initialize with the current question. I think I'll just do a getter, because I need to update the current question as well. You know what, I'm just going to like update the question as well. So let me put the question, and then I'm just going to put in this. Oh, there is a copy with method that I've learned earlier. So copy with. God damn, this is something. Right. Thank you for joining in this live stream. If you have any question, please put down in the live chat over here. Yeah. My God. We need to override it. Right. So once you submit, right, I mean, you can see the answer is correct. So I mean, update answer is correct. So instead of is answer correct, I will current question dot is correct is equal to is correct. Can't be used as a setter because it's final. Right. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you guys something. Okay, so in Dart, there's this thing called copy with. So I go to Dart Academy. So I think Dart Academy is pretty cool. It talks about like the different like Dart stuff. So most of the time, I do get inspiration to create my videos from Dart Academy. So the simplest one I would say TypeScript versus Dart. Wow, I want to read this. But let me go immutable data patterns in Dart. All right. So like if you were to have like an object inside your change notifier, but you create your class or object right to final fields right, and then you cannot do a setter method, you can either like unset it to not a final variable, but you can't like I believe in immutability. So you can actually do a couple of things. So for example, you can do a copy with method. So where is the copy with? Let me just find the copy with, right? Okay, so you got this copy with method, which I think is pretty cool. So it's not a constructor, it's just like a method that returns a new instance of an object. And this yeah, like for example like this yeah, so let me just so you just have this, okay, this ID, this ID. Okay, cool. Okay, I know what to do. So you go to like your class. Oops. You can go to any class that you have. So question.dart. And then inside your class, right, you can put in the object name, and then you can type in copy with. So copy with is a very what do you call that? Copy with is very used is it called patterns? What's this called? Immutable data patterns are inside Flutter as well. So if you were to go to like for example question screen.dart, right, and then you want to get a theme, for example you want to go color, right, okay, then so you go to theme.of context, right, and then after that you always delete this, and then you go text, not text theme lah, but like color. Is that like color scheme dot background dot copy? This I remember you can copy with. So you see over here like there is this copy with method that the Flutter team use, because this will return the original object, but you override a specific like field that you have. For example, you want the primary color to be something different, right? So you type in color, primary color or something, and then you put colors dot black, you know, and then this will return you. And then if you were to go copy with, this actually returns you the color scheme class with the what do you call this fields that is inside. So it actually, yeah, the Flutter team has used it, and I think this is pretty cool because this actually helps in terms of like your immutable data pattern inside your class creation, which I really like. It's okay. Yeah, so inside question.dart, so you have the copy with method, and then what you have to do is you can actually just copy this whole thing, and then you can paste it over here. This dot text. Okay, so at the same time you don't have to put in this dot text lah, but then put comma, then after that just remove the this, sorry if my pronunciation is not correct. Okay, then you have the copy with method over here, and then this will return the original like original thingy options. I think I shouldn't put required here as well. Yeah, I'm just lazy, that's the thing. So you can put in all of the necessary like fields that you have inside the object. Okay, like this. Whoops, say. Okay, like text and whatever. Too many blah blah blah, this okay, so it doesn't matter. So so you just copy everything, paste, and something like this. Okay, cool. So text, this refers to this, right? They put ID or this ID. Okay, cool. So they either put this, or if it's null, then you put this dot text. Sweet. Okay, Then I should do for everything actually. Wait, so okay, it does that. Okay. let me highlight the commas. So what you can do is you can copy this and then put the question mark, paste, and then put this dot. Sweet. Okay. All right. So now you have copy with that returns this. All right. So basically copy with is like you get the original object, and then after that you want to override a certain field, and then it returns an instant rather than overriding the original one. So this actually really helps in your immutable data, so it doesn't have any, like I say lah, weird side effects that you see so far. So this actually will be very useful in the situation that we are now. So currently we don't have a setter method because inside our question class object over here, right, we put our fields as final, so we know that this data we cannot override it unless we either change it through the file store database kind of like method or something else. So now use current question, and then we can do copy with, and then we can put is correct, and then we will just put in the is correct from the argument over here. Then this current question will be equal to this, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, cool. Right. At the same time, I'm this just be false lah. If it's null, it will be false. Like, yeah, because the current is correct doesn't have a default value. So if the is correct is null, so this double question mark, okay, I need to know what's the name because I just double question mark dot. So what's it called? If null operator. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is called the if null operator. I mean, it makes sense. If null, then it's false. Yeah. So yeah, you have update answer with this. Technically, you can create a lot more of this update answer thing. Can. Update answer, initialize, current question, current question. So you got update answer. Then you also have update. What is this? Update completed completion. Update completion. So instead of is correct, wait, let me see. Okay, then is completed, right? So it's the same thing. Yeah, a little bit boilerplatey, but it gets the job done. It's simple enough, and it is yeah, like it's a yala. I don't yala. I'm like yala. Okay, so under our what is this called? Zukunft button over here. Oh, we have a builder. Okay, that's fine. So we have a builder that all provides the context. Then for this solid, what we can do is for this like let me see. So question notifier dot update answer will be, how did I get it? Oh, it goes inside the button itself actually, right? Zukunft button. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Wait, what? Sorry. I'm like thinking. So the alignment of the answer actually so it's on top over here. Card image, container, stack card. No, not card image. List answer button, view. This will override the question notifier. Let me think. Is this correct? Is this what I wanted? Update answer. Yeah, I guess so. Update answer. Yeah. Answer is correct. Okay. So under the question screen, then under this we will submit this. So okay, background, yeah, whatever. What we'll do is for question notifier, we're going to update the answer. Do I have problems? I do have problems. Undefined inscore. Oh, okay, sorry. Oh no, this is no, this we don't need to update the answer. We need to update completed. Update completion. Right. Because update answer is here. So for submit is update completion, and for update completion this is true. Because once you click on the submit button, there's no way for you to like do anything else, right? So once update completion, right, then our submit button will be null because you cannot click on the submit button. Let me see what it looks like. So that's one good thing about having like your, oh, you become continue. Okay. So that's one good thing about having your design out, is that you will know what exactly it looks like when you want to build stuff. So like for example, oh, what is supposed to do when you have this like when you already completed this question or challenge, then oh, your text changed from submit to continue. So I think that is something that I would really recommend if you really want to create an app that you want to, you know, monetize or make money from. Yeah, a little bit more professional, I would say lah. And it's a little bit more structured as well. Okay, so question update completion is true. Then once it's true, then it will update the whole thing. What we can do is for this submit, it will change it to something else, right? So where is the word submit? My God, I'm blind. All right, okay, cool. Oh, it's okay. It's listening to this. So is answer correct? Oh no, it's completed. So we need to create another variable. Yep, correct. So we need to create another getter method, and we're gonna expose is completed, right? And then for is completed will be underscore current question dot is completed. Yeah, means the same thing. Like technically I can copy with current question. Yeah, I probably need to think about this thing, you know, update answer. So I don't need is answer correct technically. I can just get the current question and then expose it as well. Yeah, I can do that. Definitely can do that. So so that means actually I can just do this, you know, expose the current question since it's final as well. So you just put in current question, right? Okay, so you just put this. So the current question dot is nothing. Oh, interesting. It just exposes the, cannot be what? Oh, it's dynamic. Oh, so you need to get this? No. Get this? No. How do I put a type? Oh, is answer right? Is Boolean then? Right. Okay. Then this should work lah. So current question dot is completed. Okay. So I think right, I can do this whole thing as a variable. So type in final and underscore is completed. So I can just, you know, make it synonymous by and different at the same time by just putting this is completed. Yeah, so it's easier to read, you know, is completed if it's true. If it's null, wait, if it's null is false, then if false is completed false, then it will be submit. If it's true, then it will be continue, right? Okay. Debug console, current question, sorry. Reload, okay, continue. True, false, okay. I'm always confused with this like way of it's completed and okay. Sweet. So it says continue. Okay, cool. Right, so you can select as such, and then once it's submit, then it should update to continue, right? Okay, it doesn't. It's completed through, then it will say continue. Let me refresh. So I'm just printing out the current question is completed and see whether it works. Okay, so click on alignment. If I choose one, null, whatever, right? Everything is null. Ooh, this answer. Oh, wait, did I update wrongly? Update completion. Dun dun dun. Hi guys. Oh my god, 51 minutes already. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so I'm restarting this. If you guys just joined, welcome to the live stream. I'm creating this Learn Flutter app, and then yeah, I'm just trying this thing out. Okay, so if I were to choose here, and then if I were to submit, it becomes true. All right, so if it's true, then it should change the submit to something else, right? But it doesn't. Why is that so? I thought it's supposed. Oh, I forgot something. Oh my god. Notify listener. God damn. Forgot. So this will actually update. Okay, so even with but for current question it doesn't do that. Yeah. Yes, it works. It works, guys. It works. Don't worry. Don't worry. It works, guys. Okay. I was like thinking why. Then it's like, oh, I forgot to notify listeners. Sweet. So if I were to, like, for example, restart the whole thing again, right? Cool. Then that means I can do the necessary thingy. So what I can do is just go here. Technically, I don't have to update this thing as well. But in the end, I do lah. So I probably need to, like, yeah, delete this. I mean, I need to delete this instead. Yeah. Then, oh, it doesn't solve problem. Everything okay? So let's see the list answer. Update answer. Answer is correct. Then yeah, I think that's that is it. Doesn't really require, doesn't really change anything. That's why no need to notify listeners. Okay, makes sense. Let's go to alignment. And then if you were to, like, for example, click on something, and then if I were to click on submit, then it will say continue because I finished it. Sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Cool. Okay, now the next thing is that once it's completed, we will see whether it is correct or wrong. So we have to know first if it's completed, and second if it's correct or wrong. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to, where is it? The buttons, right? Yeah, list answer buttons. So what we need to do is question notifier will be listen to false. Yeah, kind of. We need, yeah, I guess so. I think it's more towards the update answer. thing. So you have to update answer Boolean. Then this one is just saying update answer lah. Update answer. Then we are going to do this, right? Okay, cool. So we update answer accordingly. Yeah. If I just remove this, okay, go. Never mind. Just see, doing like this. Yeah, update answer. Okay. So if I were to refresh, hopefully this works. Because I also need to call in the question notifier without the listen false as well, so I can, you know, duplicate it, and then we will just put in question notifier as such lah. Then we need to listen, and we are not listening to the update answer thingy, and then we can just do this. Okay, cool. All right, so then it should work. So if I were to go down, and then if I were to click on like this, submit, continue, okay, whatever. So if it's correct, then the answer button will be rendered differently, I would say. Yeah. Okay. Is tabbed answer. So there's another boolean also, answer.text, answer button. Oh, it's tabbed. So if it's correct, then it will do something else. Yellow and white. So if it's correct, then it will render this, like the text will go to a different color, and then this thing also, the color will be yellow and white. Right. It's tabbed. It's false. So probably have to do a function to see whether it's tabbed and it's completed and it's correct. Woo! That's a lot. That's really a lot. Yep. Then you have also the colors of the text as well. Wow. Okay. Oh. I feel like I want to finish this stream, but let me finish this first. So there is the is tabbed, and then there is the, we need the is completed, and we need the is correct. So if it's completed, then it will do something else. If it's completed and it's correct, then it's do something else. And then yeah, definitely. Is, and then we can just do this, cause yeah, so it is correct, then you put in true, then they will know it's a boolean, then it's completed as well. Yeah, for I guess UI, you probably need to create the params itself, the fields, I would say. Then you add name, and then you add name parameter as well, is correct, blah, blah, blah. Go to answer. Then what you can do is you can just copy this to copy, and then you can paste this like this. You just highlight both, final, and then do this, and then just add in. So these two booleans, you can just put this, right? This is completed, this is correct. Okay. Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot. Answer button need the specific is answer. Wait, do I need it? Can I call it? It's correct. Wait, let me think. Because I have the answer, this answer. Answer is a boolean, string is a string, doesn't matter. So is tab. Tab understand, color tab understand. If I were to call it, well, let me see the question dot. So I have the is correct params, but it's under the answer object, right? So if I were to go back here, is answer object, which is answer. So I need is answer as well. Is answer is correct and is completed. Is there like a better way to do this? Probably not. I'm not sure. My God. Is answer is correct. So there's like two states. You have the about to ask and finish asking. Okay, so I think I'll probably end this stream. I'll think about it when the next time or when I have a free time. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching me. Yeah, so I'll probably because I'm very not say busy. I was working on the revamp of the Flutterware Firebase, so that's why I didn't have time to create videos. But the next time probably tomorrow or the week after this week, right? I'll probably do a video, and then I'll probably create some landing page so that if you guys are interested about this, then I'll probably will be motivated to create more of this. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for joining us. Joining me. Yeah, if you have any question, see you next week, and I'll probably do it earlier as well. All right, bye bye. Thank you for joining. And